Whoa!
Oh my fuck!
Fuck that.
Oh my fuck, bro!
Welcome back to Sidemen Reacts with myself, Josh, and JJ. We are going to be watching the top 10 most dramatic footages of natural disasters caught on camera.
Footages.
Very likely to be the end of humanity itself. They've caused a couple of mass extinction events.
Do you mind?
So,
I had a good day.
That's fine.
I don't need you telling me.
That's even more reason to have an even better day today.
Yellowstone could go off right now.
Exactly, it could pop off differently. Extinction event. Anyway, let's see
sun
what.
Could blow up right now. Eight minutes.
No, sun couldn't blow up. Sun's pretty stable, bro. I believe.
But that's saying 8 minutes.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes. All right, well, 8 minutes. Let's watch the
Wait.
8 minutes of video.
So wait. So if the sun blew up, it would take 8 minutes before we realise, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
So we got this video.
But we wouldn't. But we also wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
Would we see it blow up? Oh, we wouldn't.
I'm
pretty sure we'd probably just we'd just be fried. We'd just be vaporized. We'd actually, you know what we'd see? We'd see it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The sun would get bigger and bigger and bigger for 8 minutes, and then we'd just be fried. We'd be cooked.
Yeah, bye.
So yeah, that would be kind of mad. So yeah, if you see the sun 2xing, you got like 6 minutes.
If you see the sun 2x. Talk to JJ in crypto and it's fine.
So if the sun's going to the moon, you fucked it, lad.
Okay, alright.
The sun looking hella bullish right now, bro.
No. Let's stay bearish.
Let's watch this video. Let's go.
You never know when disaster is going to strike, but sometimes cameras capture the drama and devastation.
Jeez.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most dramatic footage of natural disasters. Before we begin,
Subscribe to Sidemen Reacts, because we publish content every day.
we're looking at the most extraordinary footage of adverse natural events caught on camera.
Whoa.
Number 10, the Great Miami Tornado.
Jesus.
Tornadoes seem to love
What
wide
about
open
some
spaces. But in May
that could happen on the
1997,
day you
an
fired,
F1 tornado decided to march right into
Why?
Miami.
We would have been
As if
smoked.
realizing its
No,
mistake,
'cause it would have got cancelled.
Twister tripped lightly through downtown, bumped into a cruise ship, jumped over most of Biscayne Bay, flipped a car, and then
mad.
vanished. The damage
kinda
was
mad, isn't it?
small, but the apocalyptic images of a tornado looming amidst skyscrapers grabbed international headlines.
The noise was something like I never had something like that.
Of course, tornadoes don't actually prefer farmland. There's just more rural area in the world than urban. And the footage of the Great Miami Tornado was a dramatic reminder that even tornadoes sometimes visit the big city. Number 9, debris flow in Grenier,
I've seen
Switzerland.
this.
In
this?
August
Like a landslide,
2018,
like a
the
mudslide,
sleepy
isn't
alpine village Grenier in Chamoison, Switzerland, received an unexpected and decidedly unwelcome visitor.
Whoa!
Began as a rumble
Imagine.
and was at first confined to a narrow canal. But as shocked onlookers watched from
chats everywhere,
film,
look.
the river of black mud overwhelmed the channel and rampaged through the town, over roads and into cars and houses. The disaster came after intense rainfall from a sudden storm, which had caused a river higher up the mountain to burst its banks.
Whoa!
There were no reported casualties,
That's
but
mental.
a heck of a lot of mess.
Damn.
Imagine you've just washed your car.
He's fucking pissed.
Number 8,
Oh,
Mount
God.
Ontake eruption. When we think volcanoes, we think
Lava's
fire and
terrifying.
brimstone, rivers of lava, and a rain of hot hell from above. Pyroclastic flows, however, which are currents of gas and volcanic debris, are often much deadlier, rushing downhill at average speeds of 62 miles per hour, and sometimes up to 7 times faster
Yeah, I
than that.
don't know why they're
In
walking.
September 2014, as hikers strolled up Mount Ontake on the Japanese island Honshu, a cloud of steam and ash suddenly
Get running.
exploded from the summit and unfurled across the sky. The onrushing flow was captured by a documentary crew and by a hiker as he scrambled for cover. 63 people lost their lives. The hiker here was one of the lucky ones. Number 7, Loma Prieta earthquake. On Tuesday afternoon, October 17th, 1989, thousands of baseball fans waited with bated breath in San Francisco's Candlestick Park for Game 3 of the World Series, while others watched from home on TV. What they got was something else. It was the first live broadcast of a major earthquake on national television.
I'll tell you what, we're having an earth.
I mean, it hardly got
Sick.
broadcast.
We're having an.
2 seconds have been like, oh, we're having a blast.
We're kind of lucky with this stuff, aren't we? 'Cause we don't really
Yeah,
have any,
we're,
like, tectonic plates or
we're in
anything.
like the least natural disaster prone place
Yeah.
in the world.
Other than that, we are an island, so one day you might get hit with some big old wave.
We're just
I don't even think so, because there's nothing to create the wave. don't quote me on this, but I think the types of tectonic plates near us aren't the ones that cause earthquakes.
We're not on the San Andreas fault.
Yeah, that one.
Don't go LA.
A slip in the San Andreas Fault triggered a short but powerful earthquake of magnitude 6.9 on the Richter scale, sending the Bay Area into chaos and leaving 63 dead and thousands injured.
Jeez.
Security cameras and camcorders captured the moment when the banal suddenly became the unimaginable, as shoppers dodged shelves and students were jostled in their classrooms. Number 6. The Chelyabinsk meteor.
Wait, a meteor?
Is it 2013?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this.
A catastrophe from space is probably the last kind of disaster you expect. But meteors enter our atmosphere more often than we'd like to dwell on. Right, dinosaurs? In
Injuring 1,000 people?
an explosion attributed to a meteorite
Israel.
over the Stony Tunguska River in Russia flattened 770 square miles of woodland. More recently, on the morning of February 15, 2013, Russia was visited from space again, this time over Chelyabinsk
What did the
Oblast
Russians
in the
do?
Ural region. Multiple dash cams caught a searing white light
Whoa.
trailing fire across the sky before it
Imagine
exploded
you
in
saw
midair, shattering windows and injuring at least 1,500 people.
And then all hell broke loose.
Fucking what?
Dizzying explosions, shattering windows, knocking these
Whoa.
office workers to the ground.
Bro.
Mad.
I didn't hear about that, I swear.
Yeah.
Number 5. The Indian Ocean Tsunami. Propelled by a powerful undersea earthquake, the Indian Ocean tsunami devastated the coastlines of 14 countries. It was one of the worst natural disasters in recorded history.
Tsunamis are terrifying, they're so fast.
But isn't the way to like get away from a tsunami is just jump in the water?
No, absolutely not. It's get to high ground.
No,
That water's
no.
going so fast. You get in that water and that water's going to pile drive
That's
you into
taking
the
you
side of a
under,
building.
and
no.
you've got like
No, but like
a
You
car
don't
with
jump
you.
in the water.
Let's say you've got a massive wave coming and you're in the water. You just dive under.
Well, if you're in the water, what are you going to do? Nothing you can do. But
Dive underneath, right?
if you're on land, you want to get as high up as possible, quick as
You're
possible.
not going to dive underneath it. It's going to drag you with it and keep you underwater. You don't want to be in that tsunami. That's
Well,
for sure.
why don't you just take an elevator?
Yeah, I mean,
So long as
if
the
you
building
don't
doesn't
go
get
upwards,
taken
yeah,
out. And so long as the building doesn't get taken out.
Okay.
and the power doesn't go. I'd probably go staircase, to be fair,
Yeah.
because the power goes, you're stuck in there.
But that's, I mean, we live in England. That's never going to happen.
So there we go. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. One day maybe the Thames floods goes crazy.
Touch wood.
The Thames. The
No, like you
fucking
might get a tidal wave coming through the Thames from the
I think
estuary.
the Thames has burst its banks like once or twice, but that's after
Yeah,
heavy
yeah.
rainfall. Not quite the same.
We have the Thames barrier. That will save us. Don't worry.
Come on then. Come on, the Thames barrier.
With a horrific estimated death toll of 230,000.
Did you say 230,000?
No, wait, hold on, wait.
Estimated death toll of 230,000.
Jesus.
I really don't like how upbeat she is throughout this whole video. Like, and this many people died.
230,000.
300 people died.
230,000 people. You know,
Wow, I was not.
if you visualize that many people, it's ridiculous. That's
The thing is, it
ridiculous
is really
number.
populated on those islands, right? And they weren't equipped
Yeah.
to deal with it, so
That's a mental amount of people.
that's insane. Mind you, COVID came and said those are rookie numbers. Step aside.
Yeah.
Question is COVID a natural disaster?
Yeah.
Or is it man-made?
Oh,
Question mark.
Ooh.
fuck's sake, not
Press play.
There's one.
Sorry.
There's one for another day.
Massive tsunamis up to 100 feet high soon followed. At some beaches, the first wave seemed harmless,
Don't worry,
but as
Jodie's
they
in the
grew in
water.
strength,
He's chilling.
they inundated homes, hotels, and streets. Home recordings from the tragedy shocked the world, showing people riding waves of debris or floating adrift in drowned cities. Number 4. The California wildfires. In the second half of 2017, the worst wildfires on record raged through California, destroying almost 10,000 structures and taking the lives of 47 people. First responders caught stunning footage of the Tubbs and Atlas fires as they drove through the inferno and fought the flames.
Wait, I swear someone created this, like it was through a gender reveal or something like that. Or is this
What?
Yeah, so someone did a
I
gender
think
reveal.
part of the fight.
and it caused like a fire in somewhere and lit up.
Wasn't
the whole
that?
place.
Was the Australian one was people setting fires, right? Like that was man-made. The Australian ones last year, sorry.
I'm not sure.
I
I don't
swear
know.
there's
I think it's a bit of both. I think they're usually a
Yeah,
bit
it's
of
just-
both, though.
Dry, like it's perfect climate for it, and then
Yeah.
someone sets a fire and it just goes mental.
The sun can also start If it like focuses in the right place, it can start forest fires itself.
But some of the most memorable and frightening footage was taken by a driver on the Interstate 405. As December's Skirball fire consumed the Sepulveda Pass in Bel Air, the entire hillside seemed to be one glowing coal, like a hellish mountain. The fire burned through 422 acres before it was contained. Number 3. Everest avalanche. In the wake of the April 2015 Gorkha earthquake, footage from around Nepal showed temples toppled and homes reduced to rubble. Almost 9,000 people lost their lives in the tragedy. Meanwhile, on the roof of the world, even the mountains shook from the quake, sending an avalanche down from the peak of Pumori near Everest. Hikers at South Base Camp heard the rumble and felt the ground tremble first, before a massive blast of snow swept over them.
Oh my fuck! Oh my fuck! Bro.
The survivors emerged into a white world of torn tents and buried equipment,
Oh my God.
with at least 19 people killed in the terrible disaster.
Jesus
Number 2,
Christ.
the Mount Saint Helens eruption. The weeks-long buildup of Washington State's infamous stratovolcano in 1980 was slow and spectacular. Blue flame burned in the stratovolcano's craters, and lightning generated by static electricity arced through ash clouds. The ground shook, and steam hissed from the summit. But this was all just a prelude to the morning of May 18th. In one unbelievable moment, the north flank slid away, triggering a massive VEI-5 eruption that tragically killed more than 50 people. The entire mountainside seems to disintegrate and pour away like liquid in the largest landslide ever recorded, and the most disastrous eruption in American history. Number 1. The Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. Footage of the Tohoku tsunami revealed scenes of unparalleled devastation. Waves barreled over houses and entire towns disappeared, while boats and flaming debris were carried far inland.
So JJ, you don't want to be in that also, look. You do not want to be in there.
Yeah.
You're going to be in between those cars.
Yeah,
In that back, look at the background.
Yeah,
look.
look at the back. Yeah, you don't.
Its dramatic, unstoppable advance had the horrifying quality of a nightmare. On the ground, people ran up hillsides to escape, as streets became rushing waterways. These
That is
apocalyptic
mental.
scenes shocked the world, the result of an earthquake so powerful, it shifted the planet on its axis.
New technology left an enormous amount of visual evidence for study in years to come, and can perhaps help us better understand
Imagine that's your
the
house.
power of earthquakes and tsunamis, and prevent
This
Yeah,
house is.
moving.
Look at the
The
house
house
is
is going.
moving, bro. Don't go up the elevator in that one.
The house is now a boat.
I don't think it would float for very long.
Imagine, like, literally just moved house, bro. Like,
Literally.
House.
well, thank God for London, honestly.
Good old boring England.
Haven't been like little mini tornadoes like Birmingham before, I swear. It's been like little tiny ones, and they're like,
Where a bit of litter goes around in a circle.
yeah, like they pick up like a Walker's from cocktail packet of crisps, and that's about it.
Get subscribed, turn on notifications. See you guys next time.
In a bit. Peace.